Greetings and beyond the new, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Jeremy Wormy, and I'm back with yet another video. And I'm fully aware that this is a video that I should have probably put out yesterday and not today on Ironheart Day. But for crying out loud, I saw 28 Years Later over the weekend, and I really need to actually put out my review at some point, so better late than never. Before we get too far into this review, I do have to establish that I'm a huge fan of 28 Days Later. I think it does a really good job of depicting humanity as it delves into this pseudo-zombie virus that is spreading throughout London. I like Cillian Murphy's character, and I like how they progress throughout that entire story. I find it phenomenal, and it is a movie that I would 100% tell people to actually go out and watch. When it comes to 28 Weeks Later, as much as I do enjoy that movie for what it is, I'm never gonna go tell people to go check that movie out. And the saddest part about 28 Years Later is it's in relatively the same camp as 28 Weeks Later. The only downside is I'm trying to figure out which one's actually worse.
You gotta be kidding me!
And that is really sad to see, because when it came to that initial trailer for 28 Years Later, that was a masterclass in how to actually do a trailer right. It hit all the emotional notes that it needed to do. It triggered that little curiosity bug in the back of your head and really made you want to go out and see this movie, and also really convinced you to probably stay away from some of the promotional material about this movie and try to go in with as clean of a slate as humanly possible.
See, now there's your first mistake.
And now I actually kind of do wish I did see some of the promotional material, because then that would have told me that the director was more proud of the fact that he has a bunch of human schlongs and didn't really care to put out a really good zombie thriller movie, because that's not what this movie is. And I have a really hard time even saying that this is actually a part of the 28 whatever franchise that they have going on here, where the reality is the only actual zombie thriller part of the movie is within the first 30 minutes. And after that, it goes on a young man's more of coming of age pseudo story that you would probably see on maybe the CW or Hallmark.
You serious?
Where the first 30 minutes is actually very action-packed and makes you really curious of what's gonna happen next. Oh, where are we going? I saw that trailer. Is it gonna be a young man and his father trying to get back home and have to deal with a horde of zombies and this weird alpha predator zombie hunting them the entire time? No, that all ends within the first 30 minutes and then devolves into, well, young man needs to take his mom over to a doctor to try to save her life, just to end up finding out that the doctor can't save mom's life and she's dying of cancer, and the doctor, well, puts her out of her misery. But some of the worst parts of this movie is the fact that it doesn't even know what it wants to be. Even if the movie was just focused around the first little snippet that they give you, like they do in every other previous 28 movie, that would probably have been a more entertaining movie there. That little snippet that they do showing the zombie apocalypse taking over the Scotland Highland, that was actually incredibly well done, and I have to give props, and it kept you on the seat the entire time. Then you go into the current day, I guess, and you end up seeing Aaron Taylor Johnson going off with his little boy, and they continue that aspect of zombie horror thriller where you're really curious how this is all gonna play out. But sure enough, that's all it is. First 30 minutes, maybe even 40 minutes of the movie is all you get of zombie horror thriller. After that, said little boy has to go on his mighty adventure with no zombies around to try to save his mother. Tons of plot armor, tons of plot conveniences, ways to get out of just about everything, and yes, it does get incredibly boring because magically enough, even though again that first 30 minutes there's zombies all over the place and you got an alpha hunting everybody down, they all seem to take a nice day and a half vacation just for little boy to get to doctor. Oh, and find a zombie baby.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's a zombie baby, and you see the whole pregnancy scene. It's something that will be scarred in my head for all of eternity. Those sounds still haunt me. And outside of this tonal shift that the movie really doesn't know what it wants to be, the thing that it definitely does realize that it wants to be is a tech demo for the iPhone. We were all already aware that this entire movie was filmed with the iPhone itself. All I really really took from it is they really wanted to show off the capabilities of the iPhone with long drawn out scenes of nature or land shots or taking a good long look at the water or grass itself. Those shots, yes, they looked pretty, but it actually pulled me out of the movie I was meant to be seeing here. And I really did get this feeling that it was just a tech demo and was just trying to show off what you can do with your everyday phone that you can get over at the Verizon store or Walmart, and not an actual narrative focused movie. I mean, for crying out loud, the narrative's all over the place and I can't even figure out what the heck's going on one minute or the next. All in all, I'm really disappointed. I was hoping to come out here and say I'm now going to be debating which one's potentially better 28 days later or 28 years later, and all I've found myself debating is which one's worse, 28 weeks later or 28 years later. But at least I got 2 more movies left in the trilogy to look forward to. Who's excited for Temple of Bones, everybody? I know I definitely am not. But that's all I got for you today, guys. If you have any thoughts of your own on 28 years later, please give them down below. If you like this video, please give it a like, share it out, friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, guys. And if you want to help out the channel at all, please think of actually maybe going over to my locals account where I will be actually uploading some new content over there here in the upcoming days. And I hope you guys keep your eyes out on that one. But until next time, bye for now.